Come up today on the Rutland Update. A new program at Stafford has a new home. The STEM Lab opens. We take a peek. Plus, taking the stage to raise money for the United Way. It's the Really Big Show. And flu season is just around the corner. We have tips to protect you from getting the bug. Stay tuned. You're watching STCN.
STCN presents the Rutland Update. News with Kevin Richer and Kaylee Gilbert. Weather with Kevin Richer. Sports, Colin Hurst. You are watching Vermont's only student-run newscast, STCN.
Hello and welcome to the Rutland Update. I'm Kevin Richer.
And I'm Harrison Stever. Kaylee is taking the day off. Thanks for joining us.
It's a new location, but the same old program. The STEM Academy is now hosting students. The Stafford Technical Center STEM Academy opened on Monday. They have been working on this space since the beginning of summer. The STEM Academy focuses on engineering and robots.
STEM means for us that we're offering a high-level engineering program with a focus on engineering.
Students are eager to get started in the new workspace. STCN will be live from the space next week during the Rutland Update. Tune in to get an exclusive look at the new space.
Last weekend, the Paramount Theater hosted the Really Big Show 19. Randy Field has this story.
And she came over a couple months ago.
Yep.
And said, hey, I was thinking, how'd you like to sing with me in the Really Big Show? And I'd never even heard you sing at the time.
I have always loved the Phantom of the Opera, always wanted, to do it.
Last Saturday night, this duo was in the Really Big Show, performing Phantom of the Opera and All I Ask of You.
The Really Big Show is one of United Way of Rutland County's biggest fundraisers. At $15 a ticket, it's an affordable, fun way for individuals, families to come out and support the United Way of Rutland County.
The United Way raises money for nonprofit health and human service organizations.
So United Way partners in our Rutland County community to make sure that the community is strong and healthy.
And I hope we had a full house out there and make a lot of money for United Way.
Randy Field, STCN.
Holly Savage and Brian Narkowicz ended up being the top vocalists in the Really Big Show.
Taping a teacher to the wall is every student's dream, right? Well, Friday, students at Stafford Technical Center got to tape two teachers to the wall. Mr. Tom Shannon and Mr. Paul Sillo were taped up. The event was to raise money for the STC Relay for Life team.
The Relay for Life is about like an 18-hour walk where you just go walk around the fairgrounds for 18 hours straight. And it raises money for hopefully finding a cure to cancer, and it's actually just a lot of fun. It's like a giant party all day.
The students raised $63. The proceeds were matched by Stafford. If you love pancakes, then you want to check out the Skills USA Pancake Breakfast this weekend. The pancake breakfast will kick off at 8:30 on Saturday morning. The proceeds benefit the students in Skills USA at Stafford Technical Center. Tickets start at $6. See a skills officer for more information. The Stafford Technical Center had an unlikely big red visitor early this week. It was Clifford the dog, who was played by one of the students in the Human Services program at Stafford. He helped the kids read their books. If you'd like to see all of the pictures from his visit, check out our website, staffordonline.org, and click the story under the headlines.
Fast approaching, organizations around Rutland County will be kicking off drives to help the families in need. One of those drives is the Stuff a Bus.
Who's ready to fight hunger and stuff a bus?
Stuff a Bus is one of the largest food drives in Rutland County. For 3 days, a bus is parked in the Price Chopper and Hannaford's parking lots, and the goal is to stuff them full of food. On Monday, students at the Rutland Northwest Elementary School helped to kick it off.
we think that it's important to teach kids to give to other people, to be an important part of their community. And if you start at this early age, then that characteristic of giving and of genuine citizenship will hopefully be instilled in them as they grow into adults.
This is the 20th year that Stuff a Bus has been occurring in Rutland County. It has helped put food in thousands of homes during the holiday season. If you want to donate, drop off non-perishable food items at the bus, parked in the Price Chopper or Hannaford's parking lot between November 13th through the 15th. Flu season is coming up. Will you get sick? As Ryan Barrett has the reports, this year's flu season won't be as bad.
I think people should consider getting a flu shot, particularly if they have a job where if they got sick, they couldn't go home and lay down for 2 or 3 days. If you have to be into work or you're going to lose your job.
School nurse Karen Jacobowski says this year's flu season won't be as bad, but flu shots are still needed.
If you have small children, particularly infants, or if you're around elderly people, if you have elderly relatives that you either care for in your home or that you go and visit, you should definitely consider getting a flu shot.
Health officials say everyone over 6 months of age should get their flu shot every year.
So it should be a normal flu season.
This has been Ryan Barrett, STCN.
This flu season, it is important to remember to wash your hands often or use hand cleaner. Get enough sleep, eat healthy, and get plenty of exercise.
This past week, students from Rutland's sister city, Ishidori, Iwate, Japan, came to visit. The Rutland Ishidori Student Exchange, or RISE students, came and stayed with host families. These students were here to see the American way of life. A total of 6 students and 2 instructors came to visit.
I know that they went and traveled around Vermont with their host families, and they went trick-or-treating with their host families as well, as they don't celebrate Halloween there actually. But with the Japan Club specifically, they came here into Stafford, down in the Real Mills room, and we all carved pumpkins, which is another thing they don't do there.
The RISE students come every year around the time of Halloween. The Japan Club works with the RISE program, setting up host families and sending Rutland kids to Japan. They have been doing this program for nearly 30 years.
Next weekend is the Youth Hunting Weekend. What can young hunters do to be safe? Zach Cadell has this report.
I'm a hunter safety instructor with the state of Vermont.
Young hunters are going out next weekend, but they need to remember that.
Some of the biggest things they need to look out for is making sure they identify their target and what's beyond their target. We call it identifying your target from tip to tail. That way they know what they're shooting at and that they have a safe backstop behind that animal that they're shooting.
To make sure that they and their fellow hunters stay safe, hunters need to wear the blaze orange vest and hats to identify themselves.
Oh, I really recommend that they dress in layers appropriate for the weather. That way, if they start to get warm, they can have layers to take off and to be warm enough for while they're out there. And the other important thing is to wear a blaze orange like this hat that I'm wearing. It's very easily identifiable as a person, and they can be seen from great distances, and that way they'll be nice and safe while they're out hunting that weekend.
Zach Cannell, STCN.
To all the young hunters, remember to stay safe this upcoming weekend. Snow is the forecast. How much will we get? Kevin Richer has this answer as we look at the weather forecast for the Rutland County.
And later in sports, it's championship time. Did the Phantoms win again on the soccer turf? Colin Hurst has the recap.
STCN.
At Stafford Technical Center, you can explore your possibilities, have hands-on learning, pursue your passion, and start your career. Want to see what they're laughing at? Visit staffordonline.org, and while you're there, you might as well check out our application page.
At the Stafford Culinary Arts Bake Shop, you can get a variety of foods for a great price. From soups and salads to sandwiches, breads, and pizzas. The Bake Shop also has desserts and a variety of beverages. The Bake Shop is located on the first floor of Stafford around the corner from the Dollhouse Restaurant. All of the food that is being sold is prepared by the students of the Culinary Arts program. Where can you find what the Bake Shop is selling? Visit the Dollhouse Restaurant page on Facebook and Instagram. The Bake Shop is open Tuesday through Thursday from 11:30 to 1 o'clock.
At Belizia Salon, you can get your haircut at a price that you can afford. Haircuts that start at only $11. Belizia Salon is run by dedicated students of the cosmetology program at Stafford Technical Center. The students are well trained. Belizia Salon provides full salon services. Come and have these students put their skills to practice.
We just want to make you feel better than when you came in.
To schedule an appointment, call 770-1055. Please stop in for an appointment today.
Welcome back to the Rutland Update. I'm Kevin Richard, and here's a look at the weather forecast for the next couple of days here in Rutland County. Today, not really that bad out there. We are going to be seeing a mix of sun and clouds, 54 for your high, wind southwest at 12 miles an hour, and we do have a 20% chance of rain. Moving on to the forecast for night tonight, we are staying partly cloudy out there, as we are going to be seeing lows not really getting as cold as we have been seeing. We saw getting down into the 20s, not that bad tonight. 39 for your low, wind southwest at 6 miles an hour, and we don't have any chance of rain for tonight. Moving on to the forecast for tomorrow, we are going to be seeing some rain showers out there, as we are going to have a low pressure system come through, bringing the showers around the region. 53 is going to be a high, wind southeast at 4 miles an hour, and we do have a 60% chance of rain. Take a look now at the radar, and speaking of rain, this is the band of rain showers that is going to be coming through the next couple of days. This is moving off to north. Most of this is going to be moving off to sea. Most of this is just going to be moving right out, but this is moving north just a little bit, and we are going to be getting clipped by the rain, which is going to be giving us the showers and maybe even some snow showers a couple nights. I'll have more information on that in the 5-day forecast. But in this, we do have some showers, and we could maybe see a few thunderstorms, probably not really there. Take a look at the temperatures here for 55 in Springfield, but up in the Northeast Kingdom, we are a little bit on the chilly side. 51 in Montpelier, but up in Newport, we're not even getting out of the 40s. 49 for your high. Places up there, like I said, not getting out of the 40s. And then back in Western Vermont, 55 in Burlington, 56 in Middlebury, 54 your high in Rutland, and then 54 in Bennington. Zooming in now on Rutland County, we're seeing 55 in Fairhaven and Poultney, 54 in Paulette, 54 also up in Brandon and in Rutland, and then 53 in Wallingford. Take a look now at the 5-day forecast. Not too bad as we are going to be for today, but the end of the week we are going to be seeing some rain showers coming in. Rain for Thursday and Friday and Thursday night. 53 is your high Thursday, 39 your low. So we're not going to be seeing really anything in the way of snow showers with this storm system that is coming through. But as we do get into the week, we are going to be seeing some rain showers only Saturday night. During the day Saturday, we are going to be seeing partly cloudy skies, 45 for your high, 41 and cloudy for your high on Sunday. But Saturday night, we are getting down into the 20s, 27 for your low, and we are going to be seeing a few rain and snow showers. I'll have more information on this coming up later in the week on my daily weather updates, which you can see by going to our website, staffordonline.org. Scroll to the middle of the page and click on weather. Coming up, Colin Hurst has a look at what happened on the gridiron over the weekend. Stay tuned.
At Stafford Technical Center, you can explore your possibilities, have hands-on learning, pursue your passion, and start your career. Want to see what they're laughing at? Visit staffordonline.org, and while you're there, you might as well check out our application page.
At the Stafford Culinary Arts Bake Shop, you can get a variety of foods for a great price. From soups and salads to sandwiches, breads, and pizzas. The Bake Shop also has desserts and a variety of beverages. The Bake Shop is located on the first floor of Stafford around the corner from the Dollhouse Restaurant. All of the food that is being sold is prepared by the students of the Culinary Arts program. Where can you find what the Bake Shop is selling? Visit the Dollhouse Restaurant page on Facebook and Instagram. The Bake Shop is open Tuesday through Thursday from 11:30 to 1 o'clock.
The small size is one of our strengths. You know, we are allowed as professors to really get to know our students because an average class size is about 8. The biggest I've ever had is 25 students in a class. So we have the luxury of spending a lot more time with each student. This is a great place to go to school.
Hello and welcome to Sports on STCN. I'm Colin Hurst. This weekend crowned champions in soccer and moved football teams one step closer to their dreams. In Division IV women's soccer, the Proctor Lady Phantoms played Arlington Eagles in championship games on Saturday in Bethel. The game started out with both teams going back and forth, but it was Arlington's Julia Lacoste who broke free and drilled the game's first goal into the back of the net. But it would not be enough for the Arlington falls to Proctor 4-2. 4 goals is great output, especially in the final against the number 1 seed. But the defense also had a great part in the win as they were winning balls all day long. The Proctor's back Meredith Parker, Maxine Tilden, Erica May, and Sierra Thornton did a tremendous job on keeping Arlington's dangerous offense players from threatening. The Proctor Lady Phantoms are no 2-time defending champions. On the football side of playoffs, Otter Valley hosted Windsor on Saturday for the Division III semifinals. With the toss falling in Windsor's favor, the Yellow Jackets elected to give Otter Valley the ball first. The top-seeded Otter Valleys did not waste the opportunity as Joseph Scarborough collected the kickoff near the 15-yard line and rampaged through the Windsor's special teams unit on their way to a touchdown that set the tone for the Otters' 43-14 win over Windsor in the Division III semifinal game at Markowski Field on Saturday afternoon. On Saturday, your Division III and Division I football teams will go head-to-head on the turf. In Division I, number 1 seed Millbury will go head-to-head with number 2 seed St. Johnsbury for what will be the game of the year, as both teams are in the outstanding 10-0. Also, your number 1 seed Otter Valley will meet the number 2 seed BFA Fairfax in your Division III championship. And that is a look at the sports for the Rutland area. Stay tuned because we have more on the Rutland update after this quick break. You're watching STCN.
The instructors, I believe they give us a lot of insight and knowledge. They're just willing to give us any day of time to help us and to provide us with any type of help that we need during office hours, during class time, or during after class.
This college can provide opportunities for students who otherwise might not have them, not necessarily because they couldn't do the work or they're not smart enough to do the work, but because they may get lost at a larger school. And what students want, we can provide for them, and that doesn't happen at many places.
They're always making me work harder or take on a heavier load, and they're always trying to push me forward.
We're obviously doing something well with the content that we're giving them, so that plus these sort of professional skills, I think, are going to only lead to us having successful grads.
They just test us, test our brain, test our knowledge, and it really prepares us.
I was here to teach, to mentor, and to provide advice. So that's what I love. I absolutely love doing that. I absolutely love watching my students succeed. I can't imagine doing anything else.
Welcome back to the Rutland Update. Next week, we are going to be someplace special. We are going to be downstairs in the STEM lab.
Yes, that'll be interesting.
It's going to be a very interesting show. I hope you all watch in. I'm very excited. I know talking to a lot of the STEM students, they are very excited to go into their new space. Now, earlier in the show, we talked about the really big show, which raised money for the United Way. One of the performances was from Stafford's Miss Holly Savage and Mr. Brian Narkowitz. Before we leave you this afternoon, we want to show you their performance from the Phantom of the Opera. Remember, you can stay up to date on the latest news, weather, and sports from Rutland County at StaffordOnline.org. Have a great day.
Let me be your light. I'm